Okay, welcome back. So here's a big one today. We've been asked by a lot of people, how do I help my child to want to read? Not just how do I make my child read, but how do I help them to want to read? Well, let's look at that today. The first thing to keep in mind is that our children will avoid doing what is difficult and they'll go to things that are easy. That's just part of being a kid these days. So it's easier for our child to avoid reading and go and play the PlayStation than it is for our child to actually persevere with reading and get the hang of it. So that means it's our job as parents to cause our child to read. So waiting for your child to magically want to read is like expecting, I don't know, manna to fall out of heaven. It's not going to happen. We've got to actually cause our child to read. Have a look at what is holding my child back from enjoying reading. Is it that the book is wrong? Am I giving my child books that are too hard? Am I giving my child books that are too childish or too easy for them? A lot of modern books are actually in the form of graphic novels, which is a fancy way of saying comic books full of picture, big writing. It's designed to make it a quick and easy experience. So definitely have a look at what books your child is reading. Also have a look at, does my child need their eyesight checked? Does my child need glasses? Most kids who need glasses go for years before they realise they need glasses. Usually it's someone else who says, hey, you need glasses. Also think through, does my child have dyslexia? If your child is looking at words on the page and the words are moving or blurring out, or if the words are disappearing from the page, imagine what that feels like. You're looking at a page of writing and then words start disappearing. It's not exactly going to inspire you to want to read. So also check out, is there some sort of learning issue there that's stopping my child from reading? Okay, now here's the big one. This is one that mums and dads are always asking about. They're saying, when my child is reading to me, what should I be doing? And the standard case is someone who's got a child, say in year 2 or year 3, they're reading the book to mum or dad are sort of correcting them when they're getting stuck. So we want our child to be able to read the words easily. That might mean rereading a book that they read yesterday or last week. We want them to understand what they're reading, we want them to enjoy it. Trying to sound out words that are too hard doesn't help them enjoy it. Another thing to keep in mind is the reading routine. If reading is not a routine, then it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to persuade your child to just pick up a book because you asked them to. The easier way is to make reading part of a routine. So, it's reading time, off you go and read. Much easier. Another thing with getting our children to read is not just about motivating them to read, but for us as parents to stop doing the things that make it harder for them to read. Constantly criticising our kids or correcting them constantly or even making them sound out words, it's not very inspiring. You can do it, but don't overdo it. Well, send in your questions, send in your emails, leave comments at the bottom of this. Let us know what else you want us to talk about. We'd love to answer your questions. We're here for you, not for us.